Mad Squad, what's howling? It's Joe, aka Mad Joe FC. Thor versus Wonder Woman Death Battle. I actually recently just watched a Thor. Who was he? I think it was against Raiden. Yeah, it was against Raiden. This is Thor versus Wonder Woman. First, I'm not voting or rooting for anybody specifically, okay? I love them both too much. I can't choose one that I'd rather have win. I don't have one that I'd rather have win, so I'm just going to be watching it for a good fight. And I will be watching the kind of explanations for both of them before the actual battle because you guys seem to enjoy watching me learn about look at the explanations, kind of learn more about them stuff I may not have known. So, let's get it.
The different pantheons of gods and goddesses have always been rife with conflict,
What's
and
this?
these heavenly wars can last for centuries.
Like with Thor, Norse champion of Asgard and son of
Thor,
Odin.
Odin's son.
And Wonder Woman, Greek warrior of the Amazons and daughter of Zeus.
He's wears an arm boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
The mighty Thor.
Thor spent most of his life living among his people and defending his realm from its enemies.
And he was good at it. Like, really good. He's their tank and DPS all rolled into one when it comes to raiding other realms. And boy, does he look the part. This guy is 6
Hold on.
feet 6 inches of pure muscle.
Okay.
And possibly lead because he somehow weighs 640 pounds.
Thor was trained by the best in Asgard and has proven his mettle across multiple
I'm 6'1".
worlds. He helped found the Avengers and has defeated everything from giants to demons to other gods.
As a real-life god, Thor is super strong, super fast, and super durable. And even on those rare occasions when he does get hurt, he patches up real quick with his healing factor.
And of course, being the god of thunder lets him control lightning and even the earth itself.
But Thor isn't complete without his iconic arsenal. He wears the Belt of Strength, which doubles his already impressive might. And he swings around the most awesome tiny little hammer you've ever seen.
Mjolnir is an ancient weapon. 65 million years ago, it was forged by dwarves by harnessing a star. Its construction was so intense, it caused the star to explode, and its fiery remains eradicated the dinosaurs.
Talk about metal!
Speaking of metal, Mjolnir is forged from Uru, an
So-
extremely durable iron-like ore that is highly susceptible to enchantment. Mjolnir in particular is enchanted to house a cosmic storm powerful enough to shake black holes. And yes, the wielders of Mjolnir can access the storm's powers, including levitation and control
So in the
of
Marvel
weather.
universe,
Never
it's
wanted
because of
anything so bad in
Mjolnir
my
that
life.
the dinosaurs were
Unfortunately,
eradicated.
only those the hammer deems worthy can actually wield it, or even pick it up for that matter. You must be pure of heart and noble of mind, or else it won't even budge.
Well, lucky for Thor, he's worthy of adding Mjolnir's awesome power to his own. And with their powers combined, nothing can stop him.
Thor has easily tagged Quicksilver, who at his best can run around 670 million miles per hour. And Thor can move
It actually
even
happened
faster
in
than
that
that when his
Voltron.
hammer is dragging him around.
Yeah, that's a thing. Thor doesn't really fly on his own in the same way people like Superman or Captain Marvel do. Instead, he literally chucks his hammer as hard as he can and hangs on for dear life as it takes him for a ride.
Thor has said Mjolnir is fast enough to reach the edge of the universe in 60 seconds. This means it can travel at least 350 trillion miles per hour, or over 500,000 times the speed of light. It is important to stress the unbelievable power Thor possesses, so much so that in fights with other godly beings, whole worlds can shatter. If it ever comes to it, he can even enter a state of warrior's madness. While he loses some control doing this, his power increases tenfold.
Why did we put this guy up against Raiden again?
Thor's cocky attitude has put him in all kinds of trouble. He's even lost Mjolnir's power more than once as a result.
Yeah, the hammer isn't invulnerable, and if Thor's holding on to it, its enchantment can even be tricked. Like that one time the Hulk used his own hammer against him by moving his arm. Why, you hit yourself.
So, to teach Thor a lesson in humility, Odin banished him to Earth, transforming him into a handicapped human.
You call that a handicap? That's a limp. I'm over here with a friggin' shotgun for a leg, and I'm not even allowed to park in those special parking spaces.
Still, it turns out sending Thor to Earth was all part of Odin's plan to alter the cycle of Ragnarok, as such a thing had never been done before. And it worked. 4,000 years after the previous Ragnarok, Armageddon was stopped for good, and the gods were freed. All thanks to Thor. And a giant time-traveling floating sentient eyeball, but mostly Thor.
Can't make this stuff up.
I accept your surrender.
The Wonder Woman.
Due to her warrior heritage, Wonder Woman was trained from a very young age in just about every aspect of combat you can imagine.
Cause what else you gonna do on that island? She's a master with swords, axes, spears, bows, shields, hell, pretty much anything that isn't a gun.
Her Amazon physiology grants her super strength, super speed, heightened wisdom, and the ability to heal from most wounds almost instantly.
And she can fly, just like Superman. How else do you think she'd get around? An invisible jet? That's stupid. How'd you even remember where you parked it?
To further improve her deadliness, she carries a rather unique arsenal, among which are her iconic bracelets of submission.
Ah, that sounds like some weird BDSM shit.
Well, they kind of were, but the universe has been reset more than enough times to change all that, thank God.
Right. Anyway, those bracelets are her greatest tool for defense.
Forged by the smith god Hephaestus using the remains of Zeus's legendary Aegis shield, the bracelets are impervious to nearly anything, including gunfire, demon lightning, and Kryptonian heat vision, which can be hotter than the sun.
They can summon Zeus's lightning, or even the indestructible Aegis they were made from.
To avoid collateral damage, the bracelets also suppress some of Diana's strength. Taking them off vastly increases her godly power.
Oh, and she can use them to summon weapons like her magic sword.
Also forged by Hephaestus, this sword's edge is so sharp that it can slice through microscopic atoms. This means a precision strike from
summon
Wonder
weapons
Woman
through her
can
gauntlets?
cut through nearly any material.
Man, this asbestos god makes some top-notch stuff. Wonder if he does
Summon
commissions.
weapons.
Is not responsible for Diana's final weapon, the lasso of truth.
This unbreakable whip has the power to make anybody it touches tell the truth. Bad news for any cheating boyfriends she might have.
What other depraved thoughts must you be thinking?
God, your daughter's got a nice rack.
Shall I kill him now, my queen?
Of course, she doesn't need
What's
weapons
that
to
movie,
prove her
or what's
awesome
that show?
combat skills.
According to Batman, Diana is the greatest melee fighter in the world. Wonder Woman is a master martial artist who's trained all her life. And while she has no official birth date, we do know she was born during the age of the Roman Empire, specifically when they employed centurions. Including the additional time she spent fighting in Valhalla before going back in time, this means Wonder Woman must be about 3,000 years old.
All things considered, she looks pretty damn good for her age. And that's more than enough time to become a master ass kicker. It also helps that she's pretty darn quick. She's kept pace with Superman and defeated the speedster Professor Zoom while blind.
At one point, Wonder Woman was battling an ancient god who had fragmented himself into trillions of pieces, each spread to different corners of the universe. And while he summoned his pieces back at faster than light speed, Wonder Woman was able to stand in his way and block all of them.
That's insane! I mean, she's moving so fast, there's like a bunch of her.
Moving thousands of times the speed of light can do that. In fact, she's moving so fast she's probably breaking all manners of quantum physics.
She's also
But she's not
ridiculously
faster than the
strong.
Flash,
She
though.
punched Doomsday into
Right.
literal dust and helped pull the Earth around.
The force needed to move an object out of the sun's orbit equals around 1,000th of the object's mass, including the Earth itself. Assuming Wonder Woman was pulling her fair share, this means she can lift 2.2 quintillion tons.
Huh, and Grandpappy Boomstick always told me women were the weaker sex. I don't see him lifting a third of the Earth.
She's also incredibly tough. Nuclear explosions hardly even faze her.
Oh yeah, she punched a warhead and tanked it point blank. And then one day, Superman, who can see atoms, decided to split one to test her magic sword. Surprise,
That was a
surprise,
mistake.
it literally
Yup.
blew up in their faces. Wacky antics.
Even more impressive was her fight with Zoom, in which she took several light speed punches which, according to her fellow Justice League member The Flash, hit like a white dwarf star. That would equal 2 billion megatons of force.
Unfortunately, Wendy's not invincible. She's got her own kryptonite, and it's a lot more common than radioactive alien rocks.
Her durability holds up well against almost everything, except for piercing weapons.
Which just seems like an unacceptable weakness when you're that strong. Knives, swords, spears, any kind of blade will do the trick. But especially bullets, which is probably why she's gotten so good at blocking them with those bracelets.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for swordsmen and sharpshooters, Diana doesn't go down easily.
In fact, a good stabbing is more than likely just gonna piss her off. And that's when you learn just how dangerous Wonder Woman can really be.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
Ready.
Some of us like to call the shots. Some of us want to get in there and kick ass. There's a chance.
You! No man can enter the Themyscira unannounced.
Stand down, wayward maiden. This sort of thing never turns out well for women like yourself.
Oh,
Oh.
I don't think you've ever known a woman like me.
Alright.
You are undone!
Incredible. Time to stop holding back, Diana.
Ooh. Huh.
Mighty tornado!
Such reckless abandon. Poor misguided fool.
Uh-oh.
Feel heaven's wrath!
Yo!
Never shall the god of thunder relent!
You will to me!
I'll kill you!
Uh-oh. Did he go,
You dead!
Excuse me?
what was it called? God mode or war mode? I don't remember what it was called. Oh, nice dodge, Diana. Why are you hitting yourself?
You're not worthy.
KO! Whoa, go Wendy! Looks like somebody's been watching too much Game of Thrones.
Thor and Wonder Woman matched each other in some surprising ways. Their weapons were enchanted, their years of experience were similar, and even their super modes did almost the same sort of thing.
But Lady Wonder had a couple big things going for her, like her speed. Sure, Thor's fast enough to tag Quicksilver, and his travel speed with Mjolnir is just stupid fast. But Wonder Woman's shown that she's even more stupid fast in combat over and over again.
Such as when she blocked trillions of God shards flying at her from the edges of the universe, most likely faster than any speed Mjolnir was capable of. She was even able to catch Zoom in her lasso, despite how he wasn't just running ahead of her in physical space, but he was also ahead of her in time. Wrap your noggin around that one.
Thor's durability was greater than Wonder Woman's, but the difference in strength was a different story. In fact, when comparing their Earth and Snake feats, she was 8,000 times stronger than him. But the final nail in Thor's coffin was their choice of weaponry.
Mjolnir may have been tough for Diana to defend against, but it couldn't exploit her weakness to piercing weapons.
Right.
Meanwhile, Diana's magic sword could slice at a microscopic level.
Right.
Something Thor couldn't possibly be prepared to defend against.
You could have skin so tough that you can take a bath in the sun no problem, but it won't do a damn thing to a blade that can literally sever your atoms.
Ultimately, while many of their talents were evenly matched, Diana's speed, strength, and weaponry proved too much for Thor Odinson.
Yep, he was done, Thor.
The winner is Wonder Woman.
Done Thor.
Stick around, we're about to announce the combatants for the next death battle.
And if you want to watch exclusive commentary on this episode, click that little box over there and start a first membership trial.
Should try to grab one of these shirts too.
Ketsuga Tetsuo!
I don't know that. Naruto versus Chico. So I don't watch Naruto, and I don't know anything about those characters. So I don't even know if I'm going to watch the death battle. I might just watch it just for pure entertainment, but I actually am kind of getting into anime, and I might do Naruto. Right now I'm on Boku no Hero Academia, and I'm going to watch something else after I finish that. I know what it is, but I'm not going to tell you guys if any of you anime fans are here. But I'm probably going to get to it maybe sometime next year. I might do Naruto, but it could be a while. Anyway, like I said, I wasn't rooting for anybody. I just didn't expect Wonder Woman to do that. Well, I guess I did, because first it's a death battle, and second, she doesn't have no moral code. She kills. But like I don't know. When it just happened, I was just shocked. Okay, I was just shocked to see it happen. That's all. And I think, like, overall, I really do think she might be stronger than Thor. Okay, she's definitely got the speed. Yes, he could travel fast with Mjolnir, but she's like, well, when that one dude who had said, like, collected himself together when he was like in a million pieces, and she blocked all of it at like the speed of light, and then she also took on Zoom as well, and he's like almost as fast as Flash. So I don't think she's as fast as Flash though, but I guess she's like really, really up there on his speed, but I don't think she's as fast as him. But either way, she had the speed overall. She had the better weapon, and Mjolnir, it can't pierce into anything, and her weapon can like slice through atoms. So she had the upper hand in physique and in weaponry. So yeah, I do see how she won that. Let me know what you guys thought. Do you think Thor should have won or Wonder Woman? If you enjoyed my reaction, let me know what you thought. Links to all my social media will be down below in the description box. There are 2 like buttons. Be sure to hit the button, the thumb pointing up. Share this video to anyone you feel enjoy. If you are new right here, you like what you see, tap the subscribe button and ding dong the notification bell to join the Mad Squad on our journey to 10,000 subscribers. My name's Joe, aka Mad Joe FC. I hope you all have a marvelous day. Mad out.